What we're doing today? Real News Live all day.
All day?
Yeah, so Real News Live all day.
Okay.
You guys got started early, didn't you? Laura, you know what I'm doing today? Real News Live all day.
So you're doing social with Sarah, or is this Real News?
So this is a new concept. I made it up in the car. It's called Real News Live all day. So you know what I'm doing today? What? Real News Live all day.
Oh, hey.
Real News Live all day.
Real News Live all day.
All day.
All day.
Real News Live all day.
What do you think?
We're live.
We're live.
Live.
So part of this is a social experiment with the live all day aspect. They're coming. But my battery life is really low. Okay, welcome to Real News Live all day. This is going to be kind of a fun concept, Josh, because I was thinking as I was driving into the car, we have so much going on with Real News PR. Why not just give them a peek inside, not just on one moment, but several moments throughout the day?
Of course.
What do you think?
I love the idea.
You love the idea. You did your hair for it. I think
Well,
we're really
no, my
prepared.
hair's a little frizzy, so you knew you were doing. You pulled me in like 30 seconds ago.
So we're just going to say hi to everybody. We're going to kind of walk through. There's Jeff and some guests. Josh, we have a really busy day with the podcast department. What do we have going on? Let's give them a little bit of a rundown, a little tour guide before we go in and pop in on studio.
We have 13 episodes going on, and we have 3 moments in the day where all 3 of our studios are going to be totally full.
Totally packed.
Totally full. We have a celebrity guest coming in one of the studios.
Should we announce it? I don't know. I think they need to be watching Real News Live all day to
There
find
you go.
out
to
who
find
it is.
out who's coming in. Security had to be warned.
Little
Let's just say
teaser.
that. And then we have a lot of other tech going on. We have new lights going in.
Sarah Macias rushing out the
Sarah
door.
Macias
Where are you
rushing.
heading? Sarah, where are you going?
I'm going to do a Zoom call with
All right.
AWOC,
Oh,
one of our
cool.
clients.
Well, we better go check it out. Okay, so here is Jeff Crilly, CEO and founder. He's also my dad. What do you have going on? Who are you meeting with here?
We have some guests.
You have beautiful flowers. What are
Yes,
these
I do.
for?
I just did a podcast or a live TV.
Yes.
And I got flowers for participating.
You did?
I
Oh my
did.
gosh.
Isn't that
And
cool?
this fine gentleman, you guys go way back.
Yep,
Dave's
yep.
nice.
I know Jeff when he first started this whole thing, and I've just kind of been keeping track of him so I can say I know someone famous.
Look at this whole thing. All right, well, welcome. Enjoy your time. I'm going to go pop in the
Thank you.
studio here. I did give Rachel just a little bit of a heads up, so she knows I'm coming.
So,
let's check it out.
Then after, oh, here she is. Are you doing a Facebook Live?
Yes, of course we're doing a Facebook Live.
Okay, so meet Nevin Maguire. We're just about to go. This is Nevin Maguire from Ireland, Chef Nevin Maguire. Nevin, say hi to everybody here on Facebook Live.
Hi everyone on Facebook Live.
Hello.
Look, he's behind you too. Look at that.
So you're doing social with Sarah, or is this Real
So
News?
this is a new concept. I made it up in the car. It's called Real News Live all day. So we're going Real News Live all day intermittently. I want to make sure that our Real News PR followers are following all of our clients and everything going on. So tell them all about your guest today. He's from Ireland. He's a chef. I mean, this is so much going on.
Yeah, and he's actually just flown in from Spain last night after filming his own TV series in Spain.
Wow.
I know. So Nevin Maguire has Macneen House and Restaurant in Cavan, in the County Cavan. How many cookbooks have you written, Nevin?
15.
Is that all? Slacking.
And you have them all, Rachel. You have them all.
I have them all. I've got my little shrine to Nevin in the kitchen.
I love it.
Fire
So
every evening.
we love social media. We want to follow up with you, Nevin. Where do we go to find these cookbooks and what you have going on here? Where are your social media pages?
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon.
On
Amazon. And his name is Nevin, is Neven, not A-N, so it's Neven. Maguire, Maguire. and it's Macnean House and Restaurant, MACNEAN House and Cooking School, restaurant cook, and you can stay there. And he's written 15 cookbooks, and you can find him on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
All of it. And we want to keep up with you, Rachel, so I'll let you do your show prep, but really quick, where can we watch and find you?
So I'm about ready to pre-record this segment, and mine will be Rachel Gaffney's Real Ireland. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and then it's uploaded on podcasts. We have them on iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Sonos. They're all on there. Trips and tips to Ireland and where to go and things to know before you go and lots more.
I love it. We have so much to catch up with you, Rachel. Yay,
Okay.
have fun, Nevin. Is your coffee hot enough?
And my coffee's perfect.
Your coffee's perfect. Okay, bye, guys. Okay.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you.
So,
Lee's ready for you.
Lee's ready? See? But let's go peek in on Derek real quick. Okay, so here's the behind the scenes. Derek and Matt hanging out. What's up? I just had to say hi. I know. Either this is going to annoy everybody all day long that I'm going live, or they're really excited. But I think this room is very excited. What's going on in here?
Good morning. How are you?
So good. Okay,
Yes.
so Real News Live all day. You
Okay.
guys got started early, didn't you?
We did. We had a podcast, and then we had a radio interview to do. And then we were in here and we were talking about Monday. We're going to be doing 6 info videos and kind of brainstorming on what they're going to be and how we're going to do them. And as usual, Sarah is going to, I'm just going to follow her lead.
She is the expert, isn't she?
And this is the video that we just shot with her while she was on the radio. So
About some students, 6th graders. And
Oh,
that's what
awesome.
we're trying to be
Yeah.
So you had a radio interview.
I did. A gentleman just reached out to me. I've been on his show before, and it was actually his kid goes to the school where the actual bullying incident occurred. So
There was a bullying incident?
and it had a racial.
horrifying.
It was horrifying, and he was touched by it. So when he reached out, I wanted to respond in any way that I could, because it's, bullying doesn't just affect the bully, the person that's bullied, and the person doing the bullying. It affects everybody.
Everybody, the whole family. I mean, this mama, because I have a little boy, I get all worked up. I'm like, I'm not there to protect little Caleb on the playground. What does a mom do? What did the family do to help?
And that's how this story came out. The mom actually saw it on, the child had been there for kindergarten and 1st grade and had been bullied before, and then left and came back in 3rd grade, and she actually did some research and caught it on a video camera. And it was the mom that kicked it up.
Wow. So, Sarah, when you're going, and let's go behind the scenes,
Yeah.
just your mindset, when she has a radio interview coming up, and,
Yep.
We've got so much going on with Lee and her brand, and I'm going to hand this to you. Kind of what's the mindset when you're going into doing these videos and making sure that, Lee has enough time to address all the questions, what the viewer's thinking, what they're asking, right?
So Lee obviously is a pro at this because she's done so many of them, so many TV, radio interviews. But one of the main things is that you answered, the radio host questions. You answer them fully, and Lee is always amazing about this. And Lee always comes prepared with facts too. So she brought in some facts about bullying and how many people actually report bullying. And she's always calm and collected, which is great for all of these interviews. And it's just really having a conversation and having that real conversation and being real and genuine behind this, on that interview, so that the host wants them back. And that's something that he actually said to her at the end of the radio interview. He was like, I'm so sorry we're running out of time, but I really want you to come back. And he called you directly, didn't he?
He did. He reached out to me directly, which was very nice. And I appreciated that.
Awesome.
It's nice to be able to contribute and, feel like that I provided some information that he personally found helpful, not just for his listeners, but for him as well.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's plug some social media channels because we want to keep up with you and we want to see where this content goes.
Okay, you can find the Brain Performance Center on Facebook. It'll be there. It'll be on my YouTube channel. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on that old-fashioned website probably. And on LinkedIn. So lots of places to find it.
Awesome. And then you guys are busy. You're going to the upstairs. Is it the studio or the office? What are you guys doing now?
So we're just chatting.
I'll walk you guys out. It's
Oh,
good. We're moving.
all right, well, we're
I want to
heading
keep.
upstairs.
I want to keep our audience interested.
Just find my keys that I
So here we are, just behind the scenes. They're gonna walk out. This is a fun little mural wall that we're working on. This is going to be a fun project this weekend. We're converting this room into something very special. and we'll update you guys in a little bit on the progress. But here is one of the studio spaces. In just a few minutes, there's going to be another show coming in. And let's go check in on how Rachel Gaffney's doing with her exciting guests. So much. Bye, guys. I'll see you upstairs. Bye. And there they are. So what's cool is the ability to Skype in a guest for your podcast show. And then how awesome is it to be able to see his face there? Giant screen. I love that. So her show will be here. Since it is recorded, it will be uploaded when they edit this down, but it'll be on our Real News Communications Network YouTube channel, because though we are a PR firm, we also believe in creating content, and we've built out these studio spaces to be able to give our clients the ability to produce their own shows. And so our team's really excited about that. We deck out the studio spaces even with some of these little nostalgia pieces, because we like to say that we've got the technology and kind of the futuristic feel of how to reach an audience, but you never want to forget the roots, which a lot of our team members have actually come from traditional radio, which is a lot of fun. So here are a couple of the episodes. I actually loved this one specifically. We did kind of an impromptu live yesterday with Sean Stasiak. He was a former wrestler, and he is going to start a podcast. So we actually did a fun little behind the scenes. It's 14 minutes long if you have the time, but it's just kind of a little beginning steps of his journey, because I love to document the journey. So I'll even give you guys a little clip there. But I love the ability to be able to kind of watch some of the shows that we do or our content and just keep upping the game. So there's Sean sitting in my dad's office. They kind of give the backstory of how they met. My dad's very impressed by his muscles. I don't know if you know, but Jeff Crilly, he did some bodybuilding back in the day. My dad, he would watch all the Rocky boxing movies, and he would jog in the morning to Eye of the Tiger. And so I know my dad is just fascinated with Sean Stasiak and his ability for the wrestling. My dad loves the famous people, so he's got to bring up who does Sean know? Here we have behind the scenes, just kind of as I'm commentating this impromptu. There's a mural of some of my dad's old TV reporter day pictures behind Sean there, and then behind his head there is another screen, and that's one of our shows, Michael Moulton, and Michael will actually be here with our celebrity guest today. And anyways, more on this video that I'm just kind of showing off from yesterday. We do a little tour of the studios, and we are discussing, you know, what would be the best fit for Sean's new show. And I don't know which studio he's going to land on, but that was kind of part of the 14-minute video, was going through all of these studio spaces and which one is going to fit Sean's personality the most. So anyways, if you guys want to indulge, that is a video. What I'm doing now is take you guys upstairs just to kind of give you guys a peek behind the scenes of what goes on. Since this is Real News live all day, I will be taking breaks throughout the day because I need to get some emails done. But I thought it would be kind of fun on a Friday since it's hustling and bustling. It's always hustling and bustling here. But just to kind of, I don't know, give you guys a little peek, document a little bit more about what goes on in the day of Real News PR life. So here we are. We've got our two office buildings. They are separated by one floor of stairs. I'm wearing my boots just so I don't trip because I have tripped before. This is my brother Dallas. Dallas is walking and texting. Don't text and drive, but you can text and walk.
Always.
Good. Dallas does digital marketing with the company. And so it's fun to be able to operate a family-run business. There is Josh. All right, Josh, we're catching up. What are you doing now?
I'm heading back downstairs to make sure those shows are going well. We're doing Coffee with Claire episode, or part 2 today. It's going off well.
Okay, so she was here this morning, and she's back.
She was here at 9 a.m. She's doing 2 shows today. One of them will be live, and the other one will be rolled out for next week.
Okay, well, we're going to quickly walk past, because I know that the way that studio is set up, you are kind of filmed in the background. but here is Coffee with Claire upstairs. Sounds like it's part 2 of a 2-episode series. She's got a fascinating guest there. I love her logo. I'm a huge coffee fan. You can't tell. I've got my coffee here. It's a quad shot. It's because Josh has said, hey, Tim. Josh has said, why 2 shots? Why don't you go 4? So here we are. We've got a little mix of furniture. We're thinking about kind of swapping some of those out for some of our studio spaces. Here's upstairs. We've got Laura. Laura, you know what I'm doing today? Real News Live all day. And she's doing there's the Skype that she's doing. But I just wanted to kind of give our viewers just a peek behind the scenes of what you're up to today. I know you're super busy, but I just want to, one moment.
I'm working on a promo graphic for a guest who's going to be on KRLA Radio.
Awesome.
So I'm looking for their picture, and then I'm going to type some stuff up, and I have the logo of the radio station.
I love it. Hey, so congrats on the 1 million views on that story. You've been tracking this. Can you give us just a little behind the scenes of what went into that? And tracking the 1 million views on that TV series is huge. It's a big accomplishment.
So we had a doctor, and we ended up doing a package with NBC reporter Bianca Cole, and ended up running not just here in Dallas, but on the NBC feed. And so we lucked out that all these other cities picked up the story. Some of them chose to keep the reporter, and some of them had their host kind of retrack it. So that's how it got like 1.1 million views, basically.
I love it. Can you show me a clip? It's okay. We can just roll with it.
Oh, my goodness.
Take your time finding it.
Sure.
I'll come back.
Okay.
There they are. There's Josh giving Jeff an update. Chris, who's out on a shoot right now, he'll be in here soon. We've got Sarah Macias. She's super busy, and I don't want to intrude too much, but there we are. Are you recording? You're tracking?
About to. We're waiting for one more person to join our Zoom meeting.
Very good. And that's recorded? Like you record the Zoom meeting and then you push it on social?
Yes, that's the plan.
Very good.
He is our expert.
Look at him. I like the yellow tie.
Ryan Brennan.
Hey, Ryan.
Social media, saying hi.
Big smile. Thank you. Oh, I forgot that the light's on here. We're back to Laura.
Well, I found it on some of the other stations. I'm just trying to find the
Laura,
original.
so many emails. We get so many emails all day long. We'll walk over to Cash and see what Cash is up to. Hey, I'm not trying to bug. You know what we're doing today? Real News Live all day.
All day?
Well, kind of like intermittent. I mean, I just wanted to give a behind the scenes.
We could get 24/7. I mean, we're essentially
pretty
like
much,
a newsroom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you working on?
There will never be a boring moment.
So a potential client, Bill Dendy, he's a CPA and financial strategist. He was on Fox News radio tour. And
what was he talking about? Tax day?
Yeah, tax day is upcoming. I haven't even done my taxes.
Oh,
so I
Cash.
was learning a lot from what he was saying, and it made me feel more at ease.
I love it. So how does it feel to, listen to all these experts throughout the day? Do you get to pick some of that for your life, like this tax day one?
Certainly, yeah. You learn a lot. A bunch of aspects and things in life that you don't really think about, and you hear from these experts, you kind of get some more insight. So it's awesome to kind of not pick their brain, because I'm not the one doing the interview, but you get to benefit from it.
Yeah, and you get to know them. They do these interviews so early, Cash. How early are they up doing these interviews?
Some of the interviews are like 4 in the morning. You got like Fox and like business tour and other things. So I'm up here early. I'm only here at 6, thank goodness. But
well,
it
because
lasts all day.
news never sleeps. So you're used to the early mornings. What's your background, Cash?
So I'm a meteorologist and also a reporter. I went to UT for journalism, and then I went to A&M for meteorology, so I kind of have a good background. Also did a little bit of sports, so I'm very versatile when it comes to the news industry.
I love it. And Sarah's the one that tracked you down and hired you here.
I worked with him over at K10. I was a morning anchor, and he was a morning meteorologist. And you learn a lot about someone in the morning.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about how they act. And I thought he'd be a good fit for us.
He's a
we're
great fit.
team of journalists.
And you guys do your news. Is it News and Weather together?
Yes.
How have you branded that?
So right now, it was kind of in the moving steps, but we call it Real News and Weather, because real news, and And weather. So we do that, and we're using the studio. We've kind of changed different spots, seeing what's working, what's not. We've kind of had a couple different intros and a couple different ways to do things, but we're figuring out what's the most efficient way to make it look the most professional, so it's fun.
Love it. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you guys in the behind the scenes of you guys filming that.
Yeah,
But
making the
I'll let
graphics
you
right
get back to it. And we're back with Laura. We're going to watch part of this segment.
This is the anchor doing the intro.
Yeah, give me some commentary.
I'm trying to get the volume up higher. This is on NBC5 in Dallas, and it's a story about young people getting Botox to prevent wrinkles, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, they do that?
Yes. Supposedly, it only takes 2 or 3 treatments, and then you won't need it again, and it will last for a while.
So what I loved about this story is that they did give some kind of concern, like they gave millennials are doing this.
Yeah.
But there's also some things to watch out for.
Yeah, and this is a young patient, so one of the challenges was finding a patient who would go on camera, basically. And this is the doctor, Dr. Callium, who's talking about their practice as Key Whitman Eye Centers. And then the story went out to all the other NBC stations after it ran in Dallas, and it got picked up in Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago, all over the country. There's Dr. Callium right there.
She was a great interview. So when stations pick up stories, what are they looking for? Why do you think this one was so successful?
I think because it's kind of an interesting story. You wouldn't think about it. Young people, we do a lot of stories about young people, but this is kind of crazy. So I think that's why it's like a buzzworthy story. And so it probably struck the interest of everyone. It's kind of hard to get a patient on camera, too, getting it actually done. It took quite a while for us to search, through patients and find someone that was willing to go on camera. You have to have a patient that you haven't given a discount. It has to be above board, so you're...
Look at that before and after.
Yeah, you can see the 4 headlines were what she was concerned about, this particular young patient. Oh, she's beautiful. Her skin looks like it's glowing.
As she gets an early jump on warding off the inevitable.
An early jump on warding off wrinkles. I had never known that Botox would work that way, so it's a very collaborative process. I worked with the doctor to come up with story ideas. Then we had Sarah Macias over here. She did a package about it that Real News PR did the story. And then I was able to send that story to the NBC reporter when I was pitching it. And so visually, the reporter could visualize the story. And then sure enough, she picked up the idea and then went and shot the story the next day. And then so within a week, it's gotten, 1.1 million views. So just kind of crazy.
1.1 million views?
Yes. It's great publicity for the doctor and for the medical center, because then you're getting, patients in other states that you might not have reached, through radio or something else. I think that TV is very powerful.
It is, and I was really considering Botox, but I watched the story and I just started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, her forehead looks really good, and she was able to talk about it, and actually I'm considering it. So
they were talking young people too. They do a lot of selfies, so they do a lot of stuff with their face up close. That was another reason why they went to Botox.
Oh my gosh! Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close here again. Real News live all day. It's going to be pretty it's always busy. There's always something going on, but I do need to get to email and to clients and all other things happening, but we will be live throughout the day. And drop it in the comments. Just say hi. Love all you guys watching. I see some of you tuning in, and without further ado, we'll see you back here again soon. So we're back. Real News live all day, and I just thought I would sorry for the messy office, just give you a little behind the scenes. We've got Cynthia. This is a famous dog from our celebrity guest. Who do you think owns this dog? Can I say hi to Cynthia? Hi, Cynthia! So you know what I'm doing today? What? Real News live all day.
Oh, hey.
Do you think I'll either be boring people or entertaining them? This is the most entertainment that they've seen, though. So, Cynthia, can I interview
Celebrity
you?
dog.
Who is
Sure.
the celebrity dog?
This celebrity dog belongs to the comedian Steve-O, who is in the Real News Communications Network studios is about to appear on M2 The Rock.
I love it. You just revealed who the celebrity guest was. We weren't going to name drop, but here we are.
You asked me.
Hey, no, I wanted you to, though. I couldn't hype it like Cynthia can hype it. Okay, well, this is so sweet. I love that we have a little celebrity puppy. Sarah is the biggest fan of dogs. She's a dog mom. Yes. What a sweetheart. So does he travel with his puppy all the time? Yeah? I saw him on his lap, too. It was great.
Here's the crackle of food.
Very good.
What is he, girl?
Oh my gosh, just loving this. Okay, well, let's do the behind the scenes of what's happening in the street. Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Is it okay if I say hi to you?
Yes, it is.
So we're doing a live broadcast all day on our channel. Do you think that will be entertaining or boring?
Oh, entertaining. It'll be the most entertaining show you've ever seen.
I think so, especially because you're on it. I love your shirt. Where'd you get the shirt?
Robert Graham. That's all I
Oh,
wear.
that's my dad's favorite. Have you met my dad? Jeff Curley behind you? Yep. He's a Robert Graham. Look at this is one you don't have, Dad. Victoria hasn't gotten you this one yet.
Oh.
So Robert Graham is known for the sleeves, right?
Good taste.
I was a TV reporter for many years.
Oh.
When I left TV, I was still wearing the tie, and I was like, "You're not a TV guy anymore.
Yeah.
You got to change your outfit." But yeah, I always get compliments on that.
There you go.
He likes the snacks too. You guys are two peas in a pod. Let me show you all the snack because no, he's got three different. He's got an array of snacks.
I got some serious snacks. Hey, if you're hungry, dude, we got the thin Rit.
I think one of these.
Those smoked almonds are good. How about this one, man?
I've seen that one.
I haven't broken those out yet.
Well, what is this? Oh, it's a mix. Oh, with the
Mix of
the
oats
chocolate.
and the chocolate.
I think the puppy
I
smells
don't
it.
need that. I don't need chocolate. I mean, I do, but I don't want to. All right, you're going to be here.
Very good. Derek, does this make you want to bring your kitty cat? Yeah.
I don't know. I think my kitty cat might be a chew toy for this guy.
Yeah. So, very good. They're just getting the studio prepped. We got, hey, I'm totally going to call out one of the best photographers known to mankind. This is an exciting day, isn't it?
It's pretty exciting today, man.
You know, oh, I can't mess up the shot.
No, that's okay. You never mess it up.
So we're doing real news live all day.
Real news live all day.
All day.
All day. I feel good. I've never been live all day, except when I wake up. I'm really live then.
So tell me, give me just some behind the scenes when you're going in for these shots. What do you
So
keep
it's
in
really
mind?
exciting, actually, because you never know what to expect. Here I come up. I didn't know I was going to be shooting so early. I thought the show was going to be on regular time. They said, no, we need you right now. You always got to be prepared. And you're never going to let the moment be too big for you because you can't let anyone know that you're stressed, even though you might be. And so they expect a lot out of you. They want you to get the shots. They want you in and out because you're not the show.
Yeah, to be a photographer, to get that moment.
Yeah, you have to be able
Every
to do
moment?
it. Every moment.
The moment or every moment? It's both, right?
Every moment. I mean, you never know what the shot is going to be until you get it, and if you don't take enough of them, then you don't get it. And so you have to be very confident in your ability and be able to frame it up and move fast.
So I truly believe that our Real News audience needs to know about your social media pages. Plug them for me,
My
please.
social media on Instagram, it's Danny Campbell Photography, and on Facebook, it's Danny Campbell. I also have a business page, Danny Campbell Photography, but you can check them all out.
We're going to check them all out, and we can't wait to see these photos.
Yes.
We got M2. He's in the zone.
What's up, Sarah Curley?
Well, hey. You know what we're doing today?
What are we doing today?
We're doing Real News live all day.
Real News live all day.
What do you think?
We're live.
We're live.
We're live. We're here at the world headquarters here. We got the great Steve-O in studio. Go check him out tonight at the Improv Dallas. At the Improv Dallas, incredible.
I'm going to come see you. I'm going to come in there.
Improv Addison.
Cynthia's like, get it right, Michael.
I mean, it is the Dallas Improv. But
Is he? I bet he's sold out. Is he sold out?
It is. There are tickets available. The
There is. You're
Improv
kidding.
Addison on Beltline Road. Tune into the show. Come to M2 The Rock on Facebook. Watch the show. We're going to have the slide pulled up.
We got it.
Golly, everything's Dallas to me. So where do you live? Dallas. I live in Dallas. Where do you live? North Dallas? No, I live in Dallas. So
So I know you guys are getting prepped. What are we talking about today?
we're going to talk about what we always talk about. We're just going to talk about solutions, man. How we make it, how we survive, how we handle different feelings in life without shooting up dope and snorting stuff. So, because that was the solutions to all my problems, chemical solutions. I was so insane. I kept doing the same thing over and over.
I don't care.
Y'all tune in. We're going live here in about 1 minute. 1 minute. Check maybe 1, 2. Improv Addison. Live. Steve-O. Tonight, tomorrow night. Just go to improvaddison.com. Check them out.
I love it. I'm going to get my tickets.
Go get your tickets. This is Sarah Crilly with Real News. And y'all check it out. So,
awesome.
Real talk. We're very, very honored to have Steve-O in studio. He's been traveling nonstop. Took a nap and fulfilled a commitment to come in here to spread the message of hope. And that's all we need. This epidemic is real. It's killing millions of people. And all we have is our story. We just got our story to share with others. And if you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, man, just ride with us. You can go with me. I ain't going with you. So I've been arrested 27 times, and I'm not going 28. So 27 mugshots. I'm insane, bro. I am absolutely insane. So, all right.
All right, we're going. You can do our mic checks. All right, I'm out. All right, we're going to share the show.
Okay, thank you.
And I get the honor of closing the door. Listen to that. Addison Improv, Addison Improv, Addison Improv. And there's a puppy. Now they're doing the mic checks. We like it.
I don't eat breakfast. My girlfriend says the breakfast is the most important meal in the day. And I said, well, then why don't I eat 3 times a day?
Yes. Steve-O, can I please have the mic check? Can you get the mic slightly closer to your, just slightly. There we go. Are you comfortable like that?
Okay.
Sweet beans. All right, give me 1 minute. Michael, what are we doing breaks-wise?
Let's just go with the same setup that we have.
Perfect. All right.
And Anna, did you say I have a slide in there for the improv we can throw up?
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta get all these now.
All right,
Danny's got
ignore
all the
the
shots.
intro. I just want to slide that in. We're not.
So, of course, big excitement in this studio. And then back out here. I've heard, am I right, if I say the dog's name is Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, can somebody come put the show on the TV for me? So we
Oh, sure.
can lobby?
I can do that too. I've got one hand. This is gonna be a great show, guys. Wait, so I love that we're on dog patrol, guys. This is so sweet. Okay, anyways, thank you again for indulging on Real News Live all day. I'm going to make sure to share the Into the Rock show so you guys can watch that. Always fun for you guys to watch Real News Live all day, but we will be sharing this so you will be tuning in live, and we will be watching too. So in the meantime, we're checking emails, getting back to clients, and we're excited.
That one moment I experienced the feeling of just peace in the now. And once I took that first drink of alcohol, Steve-O, then I started huffing. I saw you doing the nitrics and all that, and all the things that I would do, I was addicted to doing things that was going to change the way I felt. And I think as a recovering addict or in the disease, you can relate to that. First of all, before we get into your story, why are you in town? We're in Dallas.
I'm doing shows at the Addison Improv.
We're really glad. Hey, what is your I've seen so much, and everybody has seen so much of what you do on YouTube and on the internet and on TV, MTV. Crazy, man. You've done some really, really bizarre stuff in your past. Do you still do that today? Do you still do the radical, call it stunts, right?
Call it stunts. Stunts, pranks, yeah, I do all of it. And I've been doing stand-up comedy for the last almost 9 years on this circuit, and now I've married my worlds together, so it's a multimedia show.
It is very, I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm getting into and all that, but once one alcoholic and one drug addict is together, we feel safe. Let me just start opening up.
We're just gonna watch them walk away. That was a great show. We're gonna share it out. Awesome. And now they're on to the next guest.
Yeah.
M2. What are we talking about today?
Scotty Alexander. He's going to talk about the crash of alcohol in country music.
Get in there.
You got it.
Facebook
Live Friday.
Real News Live all day.
Oh, I got the tag wrong.
Oh yeah.
I know you can't hear my shot right now.
Nice.
That's just so
Wait for the
impressive.
click.
I'm about to pee my pants.
Do it.
I gotta go.
Now.
You can stand there by yourself.
Sure.
I need someone else
Okay.
too.
And then Cynthia, yes. Great show, great show. We're on the phone. There's Tim. Chris is in the house. Hey, Chris. We're Real News Live all day.
How are you?
Really good.
I saw that. I was sitting on my couch.
You watched?
I watched a little bit. I'm very excited.
Well, now you're famous on Real News
I want to
Live
show y'all
all day.
something. This is Sarah Curley's iPhone stabilizer, and
I should be using it.
we'll get another one, but for now, that's what we have.
All right, I promise. I'll use it.
We
I'll
might
use
get
it.
some accessories for them.
So they're in there prepping for the next episode.
I had Ron with
Oh, we've got a guitar. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Thank you. It's got a guitar. Are you gonna play that?
I can.
Let's hear it.
Don't just stand there. It's not a prop. Play the thing.
All right.
He walked in here and he's got to perform.
That was a tease.
Nice to meet you, I'm Danny.
Danny, nice to meet you. Can I grab a copy of those?
Yeah, I'll give him Michael.
That'd be great.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Somebody
We
grab
got the
my
guitar.
wallet.
I wish I could play the guitar.
Yeah, I'll play you guys something.
That was fun.
Good. And then got Jeff Curley eating CJ. In the background, we've got some news. Okay, I see some weather. That means it's almost time for news and weather.
Getting geared up for it. It's going to be a stormy weekend.
Is it really?
Well, it could be. You'll have to tune in and find out.
But it's not stormy now. It's not stormy now. Does this look like it's going to be stormy skies? No way. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Cash, I looked outside. Not a cloud out there.
It's partly sunny right now. Temperature's in the 60s, warming up into the Louis. I'm not going to give it all away. This is just a tease.
Okay. So you gotta watch.
Yeah, put the tease at the end of the evening.
All right, Strike, we're back. What are you working on? You're eating your salad at your desk.
I'm ravenous. But I have been going through some of the stories that we're going to be doing for news. A bunch of different things right now. We're talking about a man who was a 23-year-old and was pretending to be a 15-year-old.
What?
A few days ago, yeah. This man said that
Does
he was...
he look 15?
I mean...
This is him?
This is him.
No, he's got facial hair. That
Now
can't
he
be right.
does because he's in jail. Or he's not in jail. He's in a holding facility for the FBI.
Yeah, we have to be very.
We have to be very
the
specific
words
on
are
what we
very
say.
specific.
Yes.
Hey, I see my face. What?
Yes, I am working on the Dallas Bridal Show video. I'm getting all the raw footage that we took in January, putting it all together, so that way we can use it later.
Yay!
And I'm like highlighting everything we have and making sure.
And look, it's us.
Yes, it's us live right now.
I love your keyboard.
Yes.
It's very colorful.
Thank you. I love it too. It gives it personality.
Now I know how you guys know when we're live because you have
Yes,
your
like,
faces up constantly. I didn't caption this one yet, but I will. We got Tim there. We'll say hi to him in a minute. Oh, there's Jeff and CJ. Walking. I never know how intrusive I can get to say hi. Okay. And we've got the. Hey, so we're Real News Live all day.
Are we live already?
We're live all day.
So we can't, no cuss words.
This is a
no
very
nothing.
famous man.
This is Jeff Curley.
Hold on,
I'm just in the shadow.
We
of
gotta
the-
show the cover.
Let's
of
do
the
it.
magazine. All right, come on.
Okay,
Come on.
all right. We've got the reveal.
Now, if you kids are near Barnes and Noble, follow me.
Okay,
'Cause
we're
I'm gonna
gonna
take
follow
you-
you.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
take
follow
you
you
to-
in person
That's right.
and
you don't-
on
there she
social
is.
media.
There he is.
Where is she?
So Hollywood Monthly, and there's a guy that got photoshopped on it. Actually, that is me. See that?
Wait, hold on. Can we recreate this? Okay, so then you need to be holding the earth water. How do you hold an earthwater
Just like that.
for a national publication?
Right here, you hold it sideways. You kind of hold it on an angle. See, I get the double angle going right
Let me
here.
see that smile.
Yeah, there it is.
No,
That
you
smile's not
didn't tilt your
Photoshop.
head that way.
Did I have my head? I had my head tilted this way, you know. Hell, I can't remember which way my head was tilted, but I do drink this stuff. Thank you very much.
It's great.
Go to Barnes & Noble, and you know what? I'll even autograph the first one right here
Oh my
at Real
gosh.
News. I'm going to autograph this one, and one lucky fan that's tuned in that's going to send a special surprise email to Jeff Crilly is going to get that autograph edition.
Okay,
Be
all
good.
right.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
But what I'm thinking is that you make this to Jeff, unless that's the one that you're carrying around today, and we can put it on the wall.
Oh, we could do that.
We may have to do another one. One for the fans and one
And
for
on
the
Facebook
audience.
Live, we got to put them on the spot. That's the whole point.
That's it.
Well,
there's no room left on Jeff Crilly's wall.
This is more. No,
Oh,
there's plenty
so
of
there's a little intro by the editor, and then it starts off with a little photo of me, and I clean up, and then the family, of course, and then we go in there with a little Jerry Jones action, my buddy, and I had to throw the bride in there. There's me and Monaco doing some shtick, and for all you headbangers out there, there's Vince Neil. There he is. Oh my God, he's crazy. That was in Vegas at Fight Night. There's me here in China when I took the first electric car company public. There's me doing something on TV. There I am in NASDAQ, I guess with Jane King. There I am with the crowning of Miss Earth 2018. We're the official water of the Miss Earth pageant. There she is.
Love it.
And then for you race fans, that's Car 23, driven by David Reagan. Car 23, NASCAR.
This is huge.
And that's it. That's one of our ads with the one and only Erin Murray Garrett. Erin Murray Garrett.
Wait a minute. Only the cover in 6 pages?
I know.
What? Come on. Come on.
I said this. I did while I was driving. I said I'm losing my cell signal. I'm losing my cell signal. I could have gone
How
longer.
do you
with this guy.
summarize a legendary life like this in 6 pages?
It's the beginning of the legend. It's the beginning of the legend. All right. That's it, kids. Back to school.
And again, just little impromptu moments in between the busy day here. Let's catch up with Josh. Let's see what Josh is up to.
Hey.
Hey.
Waiting for another show to start here for M2.
What's going on downstairs?
Downstairs, we're gearing up. I'll tell you right now. Downstairs, we're gearing up for some other shows going on there, but heading there as well.
You know, I printed out hard copies of the schedule.
On a piece of paper that's on my desk.
And then you said, but Sarah, we have the digital version.
We have
Do you
the digital
see
version.
how long it takes to pull the digital version when we could just have the paper copy? Okay.
Downstairs right now, we have...
Dr. O.
Dr. O starts out at 1. We were going to do
And
a
then
lunch
at the
break at
same
11:30.
at the same time, Derek Kinney green screen. No, I do want to do a lunch break to run a board. Where do we do this?
It would have to be an A.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Even if it's a 5-minute. Here, I'm gonna bring my paper. Here is our board. It's not full yet, but it needs to be because we have so many shows going on. We needed to write our calendar because it's one thing to look digital, but did you see it's a whiteboards on whiteboards here. But Caleb, my son, drew this. I don't have the heart to erase it yet, but anyways, just giving you guys a little sneak peek. There's some of the calendar of just the show schedule, and then Strackhouse is writing the video schedule here. Oh my, this TV goes to sleep. Let's go back. There they are. I like to watch our shows all day long. Then you never know how loud or how quiet to play it. They're all focused. Here we go. Here's our intro. Dallas Curley made this. Great job, Dallas. I like that. Very soothing intro for the network. So remember earlier, guys, this was 3 or 4 lives ago, I'm not sure, but we had Coffee with Claire's guests come in, and here's her show. All right.
Sarah Strackhouse and Cash are going to join us and do the news and weather.
So here's behind the scenes of show prep. We just ate our salad. Macias, you coming? I don't know how long this show's going to be. It actually could be a real lunch break. Eating lunch, the potential of this.
News and weather.
Okay, we're doing news and weather.
I'll do one thing.
Branded
outside
as
of news
lunch.
and weather.
Well, okay, so
I
we
could
need
be your
a screen
entertainment
for him
reporter.
because we'll have to.
He uses the monitor, and the A is his drop off for the weather. He can stand up and use the big screen. Oh, it's changing.
What's Macias eating for lunch?
Tuna. Tuna fish sandwich. And chips.
That sounds good. I'm still working on the same coffee I had from like 3 hours ago.
Walk it down.
Okay, we're coming. We're gonna reach out with Anna. She's walking in there. Back to back to back to back to back. There's Anna. Man, I'm so bummed I get to miss her.
All right, so I'm the show's producer. We have the other side. We're gonna do a quick mic check for your plate. I can see that.
I brought it for fun.
If that comes up, yes.
Great.
I'm gonna do a mic check on the other side to just double check that we can hear you.
Very good.
And how's it?
You know what I'm doing today?
Huh?
You know what I'm doing today?
Going live?
This is Real News Live all day.
Oh.
But there has been breaks in between.
Yeah, who's gonna cover for you while you're doing this all day, huh?
So the concept is in between the shows, we plug the shows, and then we kind of have the in-between moments. So then the live, they can go and watch the shows all day.
So then
I think it's going to take off.
You know, if you want to set, I don't think
We're back. They are definitely working on some show prep, and I want to get out of the way.
We're capturing the same
Cynthia
views,
in
which
the
will
moment.
make us both look better.
Okay. Hey, we need you again.
Oh, we need me again. But I'm supposed to be over. Okay. All right, guys. We will be back after this meeting. After this moment.
She's back. You can't, like the Energizer girl.
You know what I'm doing? Oh, I did.
Content.
I'm building content all day.
There she is.
This can't be every day because I'm not going to be able to get enough done. I'm going to be working all weekend, which is also by design that I could get all the content, and then when everybody's out of the office, then I can catch up and have the calm moments.
There's no such thing as a calm moment in your life.
Well, it's exciting that way.
Well, of course.
Okay, we will be back. And we're back. So the meeting happened. It took all of 5 minutes to determine that, yes, CJ should be a guest on our lunch break show because he is talking about a show himself. And so it's great to have meetings, but it's also great to get people featured. So we're actually going to kind of take the meeting downstairs. And I also want to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look of setup and show prep. The best ever is Josh Hart because his show prep, I mean, it's like he's got a show in his head constantly. So here we are. We've got Josh who will host it. Matt, of course, expertise. And hopefully I get the opportunity to run it because I've been fascinating with running shows and learning. It's always about learning. And got plenty of things to prep for. It's been a good day. It is kind of calm. Here, where should I put this? I really need to have a better plan for this Real News Live all day. What if I put you guys on the stand? Oh, yeah. So part of this is a social experiment with the live all day aspect. They're coming. But my battery life is really low. There they go. Walking down, looks like they use the restroom. We're live.
Yes, sir. Earthwater's going to be on the lunch break. Yes, sir.
So you're also going to be on the show. And I get to run the board. What do you mean?
Of course you're going to be on the board, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
She loves
in
when
there.
you host a show.
What happened to the Jeff Curley show?
What did
Now
happen
you
to
get
that?
to host the lunch break with
I
Josh.
don't want to shoot.
It's like he got spent 25 years in news, and I keep trying to pull him back to be on camera. But he wants to be behind the scenes. We'll get him on, I promise. Anyways, here is what the room looks like. I've learned the levels here connects here. The background screen connects with this screen, which we will be changing it to the lunch break screen. Here's all of our cameras. Program is what you see. There's Derek. Hey! How's the cat? Yeah. Program is what I think the feed is. Look at that. Daddy can just take a seat too. CJ? Look, he's ready. He's prepared. He's gonna show his magazine and everything. I know. Derek, guess who gets to run it today?
You.
This girl.
Yes, I'll
Yes.
be here to supervise.
Okay, guys. So, Thank God for Derek. No, I think my favorite part is the camera switching aspect. But what I don't know yet is the open and the close. So we'll be back. We'll share the lunch break. Again, Real News live all day. You know we're going live all day.
Yes.
This is the social experiment that I will not be able to keep up with. But it's fun to experiment today. I just want to give you guys kind of a peek of here they are. Prepare. Can you make sure that you get Jeff to sit down too?
Yes.
So he'll listen to you.
Okay. Of course. Yeah. Of all people.
He's trying to. I know. He's standing with his arms crossed because he knows I want him to be on the show. And I love Josh's interviews, but no one interviews like Jeff Curley. We need his commentary as well. We can do it. Derek, just like here, Jeff. You want to sit here and we'll test your mic check for Sarah? Let's see.
Really tell him.
Yeah. Just very authoritative. Let's watch.
I tried, Sarah. I tried.
All right. But nobody asks questions like you do. All right. Funny is that I have. Look, he's like running for the door. Okay, he's got emails. He's got clients that have news coverage pending. All right, CJ.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm really excited.
Me too.
Yeah,
We're
is
both
great.
excited.
Yay.
There's a lot of excitement in this room.
You were going to get Jeff, but now you get the great Josh Hart instead.
That's right. The one and only. Hey now, sports fans, are you ready for the weekend?
Sit back and relax. It's time to go.
Is it time for March Madness? Is March Madness here now?
Yeah, I think we're down to the final.
Isn't
eight?
Texas?
The
Is
Elite
Texas
Eight?
Tech playing in March Madness?
Yeah.
They are.
I read an interesting
That's
article
basketball,
about
correct?
this. I know nothing about college basketball.
I just know about Final Four.
I read an article that was talking about whether or not the
Okay. Here we go.
Hello, friends. It's lunchtime.
Hello, friends. Indeed, it is Josh here on the Lunch Break Show. Off to a great start. We have another phenomenal show in store for you today. We have, first off, Sarah Crilly in the booth, being the phenomenal producer that she is. We're going to have her do some more dry runs, get her fully up to speed. And
Fully
who
up
knows,
to speed.
she could be your producer one day when you come here to RNCN. So we have CJ in, who is the CEO of Earthwater.
That would be me.
How's it going there, CJ?
I'm hydrated and motivated.
So I want to talk about your product. Can I see that bottle for a
You
second?
can. You could even drink it.
I can. So I've had Earthwater. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
I do. It always intrigued me when I saw the color. Because at first I think it's just like a black bottle.
You thought it was a wrap. Yep.
Yeah, it's not. This is totally unwrapped right here. The actual color of the fluid inside.
That is a black water. That is correct.
So what makes it a black water?
It's trace minerals from planet Earth that used to exist in our food group, our vegetables, all that fun stuff. And since we've stripped most of it away, we found a source where it's what the body needs. We extract it, liquefy it, infuse it into the purest water on the planet, and there you go. And as you're drinking it right now, as you continue to drink it, people see that it's a clear bottle, and oh my God, the water is actually black.
Josh, what do you think? What do you think? You're drinking the whole thing.
Well, yeah. I'm not
He's not
taking
sharing
sips.
it, by the
yeah,
way.
No,
I don't have a cup.
Well, there's not two straws for me and CJ to sit there like we're in a 1950s diner. But the thing I like about it is that there's no I was expecting, because it looks like a heavy concentrate.
So we're carried in over 121 countries around the world. So if you're in Germany, Australia, Japan, France, wherever, you just type in Earthwater on the browser at Amazon, and you can buy our products in any one of these countries. So we manufacture in Dallas, and then we ship to Amazon distribution hubs, and then people can buy it at their individual times.
So what do you think, so far, what is the biggest consumer of Earthwater? Is it the United States? Is it Germany? Is it Japan?
Yeah, so right now, obviously, the U.S. is our biggest market. Canada, number 2. Yeah, exactly. Get that chant going. And then the United Kingdom, and then now we're moving into the EU. But the point that you mentioned regarding the concentrate, so we have our ready-to-drink, which is what you're experiencing. We also have the travel sachets, which you can tear off and put into a glass of water at lunch. And we also have this thing called a Pop Top, which looks like a cap, but it's loaded with our secret sauce. So let's say you had a bottle of water you thought was good. You take their cap off, put our cap on, punch it, and it drops our concentrate into the water. So that water now becomes an amazing earth water.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Right.
Yeah, that was exciting to see as well. And the student thing, because what he was saying is for people who travel a lot.
Sure.
You can't travel with like 4 or 5, bottles of these. Just bogs you down. So you just travel with those caps.
Yep.
Go and buy a bottle of water at a 7-Eleven or whatever
Sure.
it is. Twist it on, pop
Yep.
it, shake it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and just like the travel sachets are great for, especially if you're going to restaurants and everybody's having water for lunch, just tear it off, pour it in there. It looks like a Diet Coke. Once you drink it, there's not one single piece of residue, so nobody's going to get upset if you put that into their water.
Yeah, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
CJ, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. Again,
Thanks for
Earth
having me here.
Water. You can go to Amazon, type it in, Earth Water, order some. Even just to try it, just to have some of the house. Your friends are over there. I had never seen black water before, so there you go. Try it out, Earth Water. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Earthwater.com. Come see us
Earthwater.com.
anytime.
That's right. We'll be right back with the news with Sarah Strackhouse and maybe a touch of weather with Cash Payne. All that and more when we come back on the Lunch Break Show. We're live.
We are live. There we go.
Perfect. There we go. So this is what happens here on the lunch break. We're back. We have a quick thing with Sarah Strackhouse and with Cash Payne. They're going to do some news and they're going to do some weather. Are you covering, before we get into this, are you going to cover the, I don't want to spoil your news.
Okay.
Are we going to cover?
I'm not on.
Are we covering?
she's got
No.
some pointers.
So I have a story that I want to talk to you guys all about. It's a very social media story. So
Am I
Sarah's-
on? Can you hear me? So I did get kicked
I'm
out
still not
of the
on.
sound booth.
Oh, no, maybe.
Sarah Macias has taken over.
Yeah, Sarah, go ahead and turn her mic on. Now we can go. Boom.
Okay, so I got kicked out of the sound booth. Not that it was a bad production, okay, for the record,
I
but
think
we
she's
did
still not
allow
on.
Sarah Macias in on.
There we go.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So I got kicked out. I got kicked out, not because of the poor quality of production, I would like to think. But Sarah Macias is stepping in, so can she show her camera? We're practicing.
Yes, we're
Cross-training
practicing.
here.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys on?
So y'all only do the reverse shot. Y'all guys don't do the.
How do you do that?
The face shot.
I'm still
So I
learning.
didn't know how to do that yet.
That's fine.
This is a social media
next
show.
time.
So
Yeah,
we're
we can-
live on live.
On live.
Dear God, it's like the
Back to the
Russian,
suspense.
the Russian nesting dolls of live internet.
Basically.
So we have a story I wanted to run past you guys. My wife found the story on BuzzFeed. She is a phenomenal producer, by the way. If anyone's looking for a show producer, she finds the greatest content.
Shout out to Rachel.
What? So she showed me the story. It was hilarious, and she was, I could totally see you doing this. Got it.
There
So
we go.
this is two cars driving. They get to the same spot to parallel park into. One's going to try to park in the front and back in. One's going to try to back in
It's a showdown.
and park. And it was a showdown.
Isn't that in a Seinfeld episode?
I don't know. I don't
think it
know.
is.
I didn't watch Seinfeld, but they're trying to back in. One, so now they're both like this. Like one's backing in, and one's going in. Yeah, they're pigeoned. They're like whoop, nope. And
Neither are giving up.
So some person in the apartment complex across the street watches this whole thing go down.
Wow.
And starts to do like an Instagram live story.
Oh, yeah, I bet it went viral.
How long do you think this standoff lasted?
Oh, voting,
Voting.
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
So what's logical versus what I
Yeah,
think
I
that
think
some
it's
people
going
would do?
illogical.
Yeah, so logical, I'd say, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 minutes. That might even be illogical.
5 minutes in parking war world is
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
That's like a month in parking.
Agreed.
Just think about, how stressed out you can get if you don't park in the right way and you have to repark.
Yeah.
And you feel like everyone's watching. I don't know. Okay, so I guess my guess is like 30 minutes.
30 minutes cash?
30 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
30 minutes sounds more reasonable. Like
For a
I
crazy
think it really
story.
depends on what they were doing, like why you're parking.
Were they going
'cause-
to a
Wait, define
concert? They
reasonable.
really wanted that parallel.
well, like
Yeah.
what are you doing? Are you going like to pick up groceries or like what is it? And I'm probably
So
overthinking
they're
this, but I think it's
getting
probably
they're
like 45
getting
minutes.
they're
or
getting to the house. So they're pulling up to their apartment complex. Do we have the
Oh, the
first
apart- yeah, it's an
the
apartment.
So
first
are
photo?
they married?
No. We're going to do the first photo. Trying to put it up on the big screen here. The first photo of what so there was like a 9-part series.
I love that we have photos for this.
We have photos. So we took three of the photos. The first one should be going up on the big screen now.
Go, Macias, go.
Now? No.
We're in training mode.
yeah,
So
we're
bear
training-
with us.
You can see me now.
That adds a lot of
Hey,
anxiety there.
So
Okay, I pressed the wrong button.
So you can see me now.
There's a lot of buttons back there.
Yeah.
Merging
So
back.
they went for an hour and a half.
That's not logical.
They went for
There's
an hour
nothing
and a
logical
half.
about parking for an hour and a half.
Like they didn't move. Cars driving by. How did no one call the cops? How are the cops not involved in this?
Wait, also, so to Cash's point, where was this? Was it at a concert?
It was
Was
apartment.
No, it was
Just
the apartment
an
complex.
apartment
Going
Like
home.
someone found
Wow.
sweet princess parking right by their front door. Like, nope, I'm not giving it up.
No, I could
like
vouch for
have
this.
ice
So
cream
where
in
was
the
the
in the
nearest
back and
next
it's gonna
parking
melt.
spot? Because
And
some
what
apartments
city?
do not have enough parking.
And what city
I think
was
I have
it?
it
So
up
then you have
now.
to go across the street.
Nope, you don't.
Nope. Okay. Nope. Nope.
Especially with groceries or children.
So
an hour and a half
They
is
probably
a
had
there
some
lot.
was
awesome podcast
so
going.
they saw no kids coming out. So because the person they did their due diligence. Here is the interesting part. After they parked, so someone finally walked out and the car in front of that space moved.
Oh, here's
So
Wow.
they all got to move. So these are the two cars that are
Okay.
fighting. This is 6:30. It's already been 10 minutes at the 6:30 point.
I don't know. I think the black car is already angled. It looks like he has right away.
No.
PM. They must have missed.
So
dinner
then,
for
so they're,
this.
they're heading home. Here's the social media part of her coming out. It's, are you team black car, team silver car? Engaging her audience.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
do you think has the right of way? Cash already said he's team black car.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
because
got
he's
the
halfway
angle.
in the spot.
Yeah, that silver car looks like it's not even.
Yeah, the
Nah,
silver car.
I'm sorry.
could
I can't
not
explain this very well, but
parallel
it doesn't look
the
like.
silver car could not parallel park that way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Well, that's the inappropriate way to do it, and I bet the black car was there first, had its blinker on, and was waiting.
For an hour
Got it.
and 40 minutes. This whole debacle.
That's aggressive.
Here's the weird part. After they both parked, neither one of them got out of the car. I was like, almost like
They were both nervous
yeah,
to
how
like
do
see
you
each other in
think?
person. Yeah.
So you just like shake hands.
Hey, buddy, well,
And if
Good
it
fight,
started
man.
at 6:30, the apartment they went home for the day.
Yeah.
So they're not even aware.
you could have parked out 4 miles away and been home in
Already.
the
It's
About
hour.
the
and-
principle.
Yeah, I'm a principal guy
But
as
who
well.
doesn't have somewhere to be for an
Yeah,
hour and a
that's what I'm
half?
saying. It's like, I got things to do.
Yeah, I
They
would
needed to
rather
buy
be like
some
sitting
garage
on my couch. If I were going home, I'd rather be sitting
Yeah.
on my couch or eating by then.
My wife would have been blowing up my phone. What are you doing? No,
Like,
honey, it's principal.
You don't
it's
understand.
principal. I'm
She-
staying here.
It all comes. She thinks you would do this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Would you?
Because I am a man of principle, and they're weird, dumb principles.
But it's an hour and 40 minutes.
I don't know.
That
That's
seems
a little
long.
aggressive.
Here's for
yeah.
me. Is it been an hour and 40 minutes of
That'd be pretty enough.
yeah, just honking the horn, hoping like a sound attack.
Yeah.
Hoping they would just leave.
Speaking of car horns, have you guys heard of that? It's viral on social media right now. People that make car sound noises. Can you pull that up on YouTube, Derek? No, I'm serious. This
Make
is like a
car
viral
sound-
challenge where you make this.
Was it like that guy
Yeah.
on Police Academy?
You guys got to find this.
Okay,
This
we're
is-
working on getting it up.
This is big right
Yeah.
now on social media.
Making
Stand
You
by.
said car honking, and then it made me think of
Yeah.
people
Let's
who make their
hear.
own car
Do we
honking
have?
sounds.
Do
They
we
can
have?
do it.
Do we have the sound effects, Sarah
Please.
Macias?
Have you heard about people that sound like car alarms? Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh my gosh. This is what I love about our audience. It's like we can break news to you.
Not many TikTok
Right.
schnatters here.
So watch this. These are some examples that we found. Is that Andrea?
That's Andrea. That's Jim.
None of these people sound like car alarms.
Real people. We have some better ones. There's from
Are there
TikTok.
other people that can actually do
Oh,
this?
yeah, there were some good ones that we were trying to imitate.
No.
Oh, for sure.
That sounds legit.
So anyone can do it, and you make a, and then you like kind of tap your.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
This is a pro tip for all the school jokesters. What I used to do, you know how when you like squeaker, the little squeaker toys you could squeeze and it made a little sound? You can take the squeaker out and put it in between your teeth.
Like a dog toy?
Yeah. Well, you take the squeaker, like the
You
little
take the
bit,
squeaker
the
out.
inside out.
Thingy.
You can put it in your teeth, and it's barely noticeable. You can't even see it, and you can just sit there and like.
Do it.
And you have to have the little device.
Oh.
But it makes a high pitch like.
Oh, wow, that sounds horribly annoying.
Oh god, yeah. So you're like looking around. What's that noise with everyone else in the room?
a friend of mine
you
could make
all
this
up.
awesome cricket noise in the middle of class, and everyone was just like, "Where is that thing?" It's like we know it's you, Vincent.
Yeah, nice, Vincent. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us on the Lunch Break Show. Phenomenal show today, action-packed. CJ from Earthwater. You got news, you got weather, got a little bit of fun info on a parking war and mouth sounds that sound.
Ooh, I got that on live.
What?
I think I did.
It's live? Okay.
live,
Hello,
high
everyone.
five.
Oh, don't do a Zoom.
But Anna, rock star.
I've been here since 8 a.m. Rocking and rolling on live shows.
So, out of all the shows,
yes,
and we're not going to call any, but which was your favorite today?
No, I can't.
You can't.
I'm not
It's like
allowed.
picking a favorite child.
Well, let me tell you what we've been doing today. We talked about addiction. A celebrity came into our studios and talked about part of his experience dealing with addiction. And then we also had another celebrity, more like a musician, talking about his journey with addiction. Here he is. And also, we had improv in the show, Coffee with Claire, where we had an actor actually do a coffee from beginning to end. Not a barista.
Really?
Like those coffee machines, like Mr. Coffee, whatever thing. And it was fascinating.
How did I miss this? And you're the coffee connoisseur. You know all the different
Yes, I
drinks?
do. I have all the tips.
Yay.
So that was
And there's
fascinating.
Messia. She's on to the next. So what we've been doing today, Anna,
Yes, tell
what
me.
you've missed. Real News live all day.
I heard about this.
You heard about
How's that
this?
going?
You know, it's exhaustive. I really back to my email, but every
Right.
chance I get, I will go live and just give a little bit of an
Cool.
update. Why not?
Awesome.
My phone battery's dying, and there's still a lot of days,
There's still a
hours
lot
in
of
the day.
shows, yes.
Yeah. But anyways, just
Oh,
catching
my
the
hair's
moments.
weird. All
That's
right.
good.
Here we are.
Look, do we look like sisters with the glasses?
Right.
And I
matching
usually
glasses.
don't wear glasses, but
Oh, we have one viewer. Hello.
hello, one
Oh, they
viewer.
dropped.
They're gone.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna
Gotta
get
eat
back
lunch.
to. Oh. I got flowers.
Beautiful. So I saw some yellow roses this morning. So was this the same show? They give out flowers? That is so sweet.
Yes.
That's such a nice touch.
I guess I got really nice posts.
That was so awesome. Okay, and
Awesome.
we will
All
be
right.
back. Many
Getting
of our
back to
team
work.
members are eating. I hope you go take lunch.
Yes.
There's our weatherman, Cash Payne. And we'll be back here in just a little bit. But yeah, most of our team is now eating. Yeah, let's talk about concierge.
So I have a request I'm working on with a publication out of Washington, D.C., and they're looking for a liberal and conservative viewpoint, a client to write a 750-word op-ed. So I found someone for conservative view, and I've been working on the liberal view. And then I got a call from Houston iHeart radio station, KTRH. The host, John Brewer, there is doing a story about how millennials feel that maybe you don't need a college degree anymore. You can get a job right, out of high school with your technology skills. And so I'm getting like an educational expert to talk about that, and then maybe someone else to give the other viewpoint.
Fantastic, Laura. What's the deadline on this?
2:30 p.m. is the deadline for the
today.
radio today.
Wow.
Yeah. So he gave me like 3 hours. So I've been working because I've called 3 or 4 different places, and I think I'm going to get someone in a minute. And the other one, I have 3 or 4 days to get a deadline. They need enough time to write the article, and then it be put in the newspaper, basically.
Excellent, Laura. I love it.
Yeah,
That's so
so we're
exciting.
really
Let me know if
busy.
I can help, and we can also call Jeff just in
Yeah.
case you need some assistance there. But all right.
All
Very
right.
good. Thanks for the update. You've been busy, busy, busy.
Okay.
And so here we have our lobby area. Tim's coming in. We've got Cynthia and M2, and looks like they're just post-show over there. There's that concierge line. And then Anna. I think it's time for more coffee. And I'm going to talk about some lunch here in a minute, but definitely, I've got a meeting. And we will be back. Real News Live all day.
Some of these are like a little lower quality, like but you've been on TV for so long, so it's awesome.
So we are back. Real News Live all day. Got Derek Kinney here.
Hello, how are you?
I gave him a little bit of a heads up. I said we've been going live all day, and we're not going to stop now.
This
not
is
'cause
30
you're here.
seconds of prep. What to get you right here?
It is. So what are we doing today, guys?
All right, so we are shooting a really cool video for some tips for And I'm gonna let you talk about it, but I actually, as I was listening, I was like, oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that too.
So interesting. This was a talk I gave to a
I'm going to
church.
go on this side because it's better lighting, and I've decided I'm going to get the best light possible.
So I gave this talk to a church about 3 months ago, and they said, you know, Derek, we want to talk to our congregation about money, but I'm kind of nervous about it. Can you be the expert to talk about it? So we're giving some principles about how to do better financially, live below your means, the basics of finance, but weaving that in from a biblical perspective, which is really cool. So we think other churches have an interest in it, and as I talk to pastors around the country, they're talking about it. So the bottom line is,
received.
Yeah. Helping people make sense of their money and do better with it is the name of the game.
I love it. Well, does it start?
Not spending.
There you go.
Maybe late night, one swipe, one click to buy on Amazon. They have not.
That's right.
That was so interesting. It was living below your means, but still keeping your lifestyle. I was like, I need that because.
So how do you do that?
Well, it's all about.
We'll watch the tip videos.
Without giving away the
Yeah. You know, it starts with the letter P, and the word is just priority. You know, once you know what's important to you, you can live how you want as long as you have the priorities to save what you need to get there later on. That's the key. Money is really simple. It's winning at the game of it, and that's what we want to teach people how to do is win at the game of money.
I love it.
Love that. Ooh, so exciting.
So we're adding some of his news elements in there?
Oh, yeah. It's been on a little
I
bit
looked so young back then.
No, you still look young. He still looks awesome.
Let me see his laughs over here.
All right, I gotta find the little. I used the movie clacker thing. There we go.
She told me to slow down, but I was going really fast. Apparently.
No, you.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, no.
So you guys are going back downstairs, or you're editing?
No, we're good. I'm
No,
just.
you're good.
I was just gonna look at some of the coloring, make sure, you know, he looks healthy and vibrant and happy and.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to
So
it.
let me add this.
Thank you.
What a great team to work with. Always high energy here with the team, so they're fantastic.
All right, thanks,
Yes.
Derek. I love it. Well, speaking of Derek's.
Yes.
What you working on, Derek?
Put me on the spot. Me and Dallas are working on a logo. So
I have a feeling it's a milk and cookies. Oh.
Yes.
Celebrity. I'm gonna build the hype. There we go. Oh, I love those. Wait a second. Is that an Oreo cookie?
It is an Oreo cookie. It's going right over the moon. It's also spitting out little Oreo cookies too.
How cool is this? Okay, so tell us about the show concept, celebrity interviews with milk and cookies.
So little Lauriston is, don't quote me on this, I think he's 7, 9?
He's 7.
He's 7 years old, and he interviews celebrities that come in and asks them a whole bunch of questions. And he's pretty funny. You guys need to check it out.
He's pretty cute. Okay, I will leave you to this. Laura's working on the concierge.
Yeah, right now I'm doing a pitch to NBC about a doctor we have that offers hormone pellet therapy.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah. Dr. Gary Donovitz. It's called BioT. And so we did a package, and I'm sending them a link of the package with some facts to see if they'd like to run the story. And I'm also writing an article for Katie Troll Weekly. One of our clients does articles and writing about stroke. May is Stroke Awareness Month, so I'm looking in advance and writing something for May.
Very good. We've got some other team members. We've got
Chris, what are you doing?
Let me tell you something about April. Let me tell you something about April. What do we know about April?
It's
tax season.
Okay.
Tax season.
Yeah.
CPA was on the radio. She was talking about tax. I'm putting that video interview together. Tax.
I love it. What's this over here?
That is
Fewer emails, more phone calls,
There you
or
go.
your body. But no, I love that. Good,
Why don't we turn this around here?
Oh, I've been on camera all day.
I don't care.
We could say hi to Tim. I know he's got his headphones on and he's busy working over there. I don't want to disturb. He's eating an apple. Everything good with Tim. I'm not going to disturb him.
But if we do turn the camera around, we are in the middle of Real News going live all day. Thank you, Chris. Lots of high energy. It's been busy.
Got
And see, this is the link,
show
or this is
going on.
the video. You can watch it later.
I love this show, y'all. Is it okay if I go in there and say hi real quick? I'm live.
Yeah.
We're live all day.
Yes.
Y'all have no idea what I'm doing today. I've been live all day. Oh. I'm coming in to say hi. Hold on. We're ready. Hi. How
so
are you?
excited to run into you guys. I'm excited
Yes.
to see we wear our matching shirts.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Promoting, man.
Girlfriend's
I
Guide. love it.
Yes.
Okay, so the concept is, and around because people keep saying, okay, the concept is Real News Live all day because we got so much going on.
That's
Okay,
true.
so
Yeah.
we're also trying to promote some of our clients that come on. So I wanted to tag them, and so here you are.
We're here.
Hello.
We're here. We're going live today for the first time ever.
This is a moment.
Yeah, this is a big moment. Yes, we're going live.
Yeah.
So please,
We're
and our
giving
show today is an interesting topic.
Yes, one that we've never talked about. It very often doesn't get talked about. For
It's
seniors.
backwards.
I love it. No, this is going to be a great. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So we'll be tuned in.
So we're making a big
So
moment
we're going
today.
live, and we're going we're live talking about some things that
Yes.
are very
Yes.
interesting to talk about.
Yes.
And
About
seniors. Yes.
Wow.
It's gonna
We
be
don't
big.
hear this very often, so yeah.
Well,
So
so
make
though we're
sure-
live all day, we're also promoting you and to go live all day. So since you're a live show,
Yes.
I will say goodbye because
Okay.
then our feed will see your show.
Okay.
No pressure, but you're gonna have
Yeah.
some extra viewers,
Hey.
especially
Okay.
probably with that topic.
All
So,
right, well, yeah.
That's what we're hoping for.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I love that you guys are going there though, because you're just opening it up, you're having a conversation, and this is very important. It's very interesting.
it
It is.
It is.
We're
And nobody
excited.
talks
We're
about
nervous, but we're excited at
Don't
the
be
same
nervous.
time.
I don't feel any nerves at all. I just feel excitement.
It's gonna
We're
be good.
excited.
Yay! High five!
Thank you, babe.
High five.
Appreciate you.
You guys got this.
Thank you.
And again, Girlfriend's Guide to Senior Living. It is a podcast, but a video podcast.
Yes.
How does it feel to have a video element to it?
We like
We
it.
love it
Yeah.
because we're very interactive with our faces and everything.
Yeah,
I think
and the people
can
who
get to know
follow us, they like that. They like watching it. Well, they do both, but they like seeing us too.
Seeing our crazy faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not crazy. They're wonderful. Okay. And then Anna,
Is a rock star.
she is a rock star.
Yes,
I hope
she
she's
is.
eating something. I'm gonna get her some lunch.
My lunch.
Okay. All right, guys. I will shut the door.
Thank you, my friend.
Very good. Okay. Wow. I'm so excited. I caught that moment. I caught that moment. The
Thank
moment
you.
before you guys go live. I just got to figure out this curtain. Here we go.
The studio's changed again, so you kind of wanted to have a moment of like, wow, we're a big deal. So we have, it's kind of a different angle. Now they have our little names underneath here on the screen.
Like we're really important.
And Lori
We have,
showed off the earpieces.
We have earpieces, and mine just fell right out of
Yes.
my ear. I don't know why.
And
but
it's tickling my ear. We don't really know why it tickles me, but not Lori. But anyways, so that's exciting. We have a little window that we can see Anna, our producer. So there's some changes, which
Hello, everyone.
Well, hello, Miss Anna.
Hi, Anna.
So we really feel like the Today Show now.
Yes,
really,
we
a
need
lot.
some wine though to
Yes,
really
we
make
do. We
our
have water.
we forgot.
Yes.
Give you guys a view of the outside. Love it. Absolutely love these ladies. Love all of our shows. But again, the moments. Just capturing and documenting some of the moments. And there's Sarah Macias. You are always somewhere. So now what are you doing?
Going back to my desk to finish uploading the bridal show stuff that I showed you earlier.
Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this off for now. We're going to watch The Girlfriend's Guide to Senior Living, talking about very interesting topics. And we will be back. Anya's here. We are real live all day. And there's a show that just wrapped up. Hi, Dr. O.
Hi.
You know what segment I'm doing today?
No, I don't.
Real News Live all day.
Oh my.
I've been live pretty much every moment
Oh
today.
my God.
I have been checking my email, I promise. I'm getting back to
Right.
clients in between, but it's kind of a little bit of a science experiment, social media science experiment to
Yeah.
just see, going live all day, little moments to capture and to highlight you guys. So I wanted to just find out, you just recorded your segment. How did it go?
That is great. It was great. We had a great conversation here. We talked about oil and geopolitics to business in Texas, in Dallas here. And with my guest here, David Hamilton,
Well, let's
is
introduce
well known
the
here.
people
So
in the room.
let's just
say
see him
hello.
here.
We've
Why
got
not?
Elizabeth. Anya's running away. She's down the hallway. But yes, let's introduce your
This
guest.
is my guest, David Hamilton. I'll let you introduce.
Hi, David. So I've been going live all day. I'm very excited to meet you, especially in a live format.
Mhm.
But how did it go today? You were in the studio. You were here with this gentleman. What'd you guys talk about?
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting and stimulating conversation about geopolitics, energy, and things like that. State of business in America, and in Dallas in particular, and the prospects we have. This is an exciting time to be here, and we think the future is really bright for the United States in general and America. But we did talk about some of the challenges and some of the things that we need to resolve. And for me, the single biggest thing we're facing is this divide, partisanship. We've got to figure out a way to work together and respect each other so that we can solve all of these other issues. You can't solve those until you have a working relationship. And I've been involved in politics, et cetera, for a long time, and as a civil rights advocate and leader, I just think that it's time for us to put some of our differences aside and figure out how to work together better.
Fantastic.
And you're doing America's Feature Series.
Yes, come on in. Come on in. No. We're going to talk. We're going to.
Well,
Yes.
we have an
Oh,
event
absolutely. I
that
want us all in the
some
studio.
of your viewers may want to come to. General David Petraeus, and we'll honor Ross Perot Jr. with the Magellan Award.
Wow.
Named after our 102-year-old friend Maggie Magellan.
Congratulations.
He's a war hero and also a big civil servant, servant leader in his life after serving. We're going to have a Defense Innovation Roundtable with General Murray of the Army Futures Command. And their role is to figure out how to fight wars in the future for the Army. We've got a Vice Admiral, we've got a Major General, and we're talking about how to innovate faster and speed up the bureaucracy and the process, et cetera, so that we can innovate faster than our enemies can copy us.
Well, we need to have some of those guests here on the show.
I think so.
Wouldn't it be
I
nice to
absolutely
do?
do. And what book is he holding here?
I'm holding a fantastic book by
I think I've heard of this
our
one.
good doctor.
And I know it's backwards here, so
So this is the fall of the House of Saud, and this is one of the larger geopolitical issues that we have is energy, and he's done a wonderful job with articulating the framework where we're at, the landscape, and the solutions to key answers, what we need to do as a nation.
Very, very good. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for being on this imprompt live.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Anya.
Enjoyed it.
Wonderful.
You're very
I'm going to go a
welcome.
little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Bye for now. See you guys later. Here is just a little view from the window. They just wrapped. We've got a thumbs up and a high five. You've been doing high fives in the hallway. That one went so well. And we wanted Anya. Yeah, she wanted to be behind the scenes. Hey, we're doing high fives. Yes! And a cheer. So now what do we got going on here? Oh, we've got Elizabeth. I wanted to say hi to Elizabeth. She's talking with Matt, so I'm gonna get this view. They're talking shop. I get it. It's good.
I'm gonna go grab some lunch.
Yeah, I know. I haven't eaten yet too, but we got so much going on. And then I was going to upload some of this footage onto a YouTube little deal. Okay. All right. We're just gonna walk through here. Do we have a little bit of a break, or there's shows going on upstairs too?
Short break.
We have a very short break. Okay. And then we got to check some email, Josh. You know, I don't think I could keep up with this pace of going live all day. Anyways, thank you guys again. Real News Live all day. It looks like they are cleaning up lunch. Did we miss it?
No.
No. What do you think Josh is going to order? That's so many options. Okay, I'll cut it. I'm not going to get too carried away. But anyways, we will be back. Derek Kinney's upstairs. He gave us such a sweet, glowing review, by the way. So, good moments. We will be back after we have a short snack right after this.
Hi.
Oh, and we're also going to share there's a very interesting episode happening upstairs, by the way, I need to tell you about.
Okay.
It's with The Girlfriend's Guide to Senior Living. Oh, no, it's so good. It's so, I know you love it. Welcome back to Real News Live all day. So, take a little break to check emails and then upload all of this video content. Again, remember when I had mentioned that this is a little experiment just to see if you go live with content, what kind of an impact does that have on your social media feed? Hey, Derek. Hey. I was going to show the background what's happening. So, this is interesting. I have gone live. We have two channels that we promote with Real News PR. We've got the Real News PR page, which is our public relations page, which has client stuff in the news, pretty much the traditional Real News PR page, the original, the OG. And then we have this Real News Communications Network page, and I'm sorry for the weird. It's everything with Facebook Live is backwards if you are recording. But yeah, okay, back to what I'm saying. We have a second page, which is the Real News Communications Network page, which we haven't really done much. It's been completely organic. We've never bought fans or boosted anything to graduate fans. But since I have been going live all day and I've been showing a lot of the aspects of what's happening with the Communications Network page, we did reach 1,000 followers. And that's exciting because, again, we're very much about promoting our clients and what they're doing, but not so much promoting our network and ourselves. And so I am excited to announce that we have 1,000 page likes, which is cool. So I was kind of thinking with this Real News Live all day aspect, you know, we're either going to gain followers or we're going to lose some because they're going to get tired of seeing us all day long. But no, it's been fun. And so what we're doing with all of the content, we've gone live today, I think 11 times. And so I put a little file in here, live all day, and then just very basic editing because my skills are not like the upstairs studios. But I've got all of our footage throughout the day, and we're just gonna kind of play around with some of this content. Out of our full day of lives, we captured an hour and 24 minutes. I think that's quite a lot of capturing for the day. Even though it's an 8-hour work day, we captured just a small fraction, but it's quite a bit. So just to recap kind of throughout the day, since we are kind of midday, started in, Josh and I said hello, hello, and then we caught up with some cool people that were visiting us. They were a guest on one of the shows. I walked into a studio and captured Rachel Gaffney, who went live with a fantastic chef. She actually streamed live from her guest as a chef in Ireland. There was Jeff, he's also my dad, and he was there with those guests out there, so a lot was going on. I started showing off more of the studio and that chef that was live from Ireland. Kind of give us a little tour. That was the first live that we did. I said hello to Laura, who's busy pitching and getting clients on the news, as well as Tim. We said hello to Cash, who's busy capturing some of the radio interviews. We said hello to Sarah Straghouse, but you kind of get the feel for the day. We went through just kind of that overall. We had a really fun moment where we had a Steve-O's dog came by. They are here from out of town. They're celebrities. Yep, he was in there. It's all on live, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. You missed it. We had a fabulous photographer in there to capture a lot was going on with M2 The Rock show. And there is the M2 The Rock himself. There's Steve-O. Now, I didn't watch much of the show that Steve-O was on. I think it was on MTV, the Jackass show. Am I saying that right? But fantastic. They had such an inspirational conversation talking about addiction and recovery. And going on, there's more of the behind the scenes. Everybody was very excited that he was in the studio. And so we watched. I just broadcasted just a tiny bit because I want to push you guys to go watch that interview. Again, the M2 The Rock page. And then keep going, keep going. See, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's go a little bit more forward. We said hello to Josh, caught up, showed some of more of the day. We said hello to Cynthia's husband. Hey, hey, there's CJ. Yep, CJ's on a magazine. He was very excited. He showed us all of it, or maybe we'll get that framed. He also did a contest for our viewers. Caught up with my dad, Jeff, and we went downstairs. Oh, we went back to another guest. Anyway, so we've just been kind of bouncing around all day long. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know the shakeout of how going live all day worked. You know, how much interaction happened and reaching new followers. Encourage you guys to go live, just go live period, just to see kind of what happens, the interaction that you have with your current audience, and then see what happens. I think that it's a fun little experiment. I'll keep you posted, but we are at the midday point of the day, and happy Friday. I'll be back. So here we are. It is, once again, Real News Live all day. We've got Cocktails with Kimberly. She's coming into the studio, but I'm just going to give you a little behind the scenes. Yes, the studio is prepped. Look at fabulous logo. Got this happening. And she is just about to, she just entered the building. We've got the wine glasses prepped, the pink uplighting, gorgeous daylight outside, a little behind the scenes. We'll just let her get all in. But it's been fun going all day long live with you guys. We have increased some followers, so it's either they're very interested in what we do on a day-to-day basis with Real News PR, and they're sharing it, or I don't know where the new followers are coming from. So welcome if you're a new follower of Real News PR. No, we usually don't go live all day long. We actually rarely have gone live on the Real News PR home channel. So this has been a little bit of an experiment all day, but I wanted to give our Facebook audience just a behind the scenes little take of what goes into our day. Hello and welcome. We've got a Community Cocktails with Kimberly show just about to happen. We're about halfway through the day today. It's been busy. All of the videos have been buzzing. We've had lots of calls with the media, coordinating some news appearances. Jeff Curley's been having meetings all day long. It's been so great. So
we'll catch up with Kimberly and her producer Derek to see what is going to happen with her show today. And of course, Josh is here.
Always.
Always here. Always checking in. Okay, so what are we talking about today? Come on.
What are we talking
about? Oh my gosh. Well, we want to know. Our viewers want to
So
know. What's today's show?
So we have Jamie Jolly, who is the CEO of the Plano Chamber of Commerce.
Plano Chamber's coming in today?
Yes.
Yay. So Plano's my hometown. Yay,
Yeah.
Plano. Derek, gotta check out Plano. We love Plano. Well, you're gonna learn all about it. What's
That's
cool
right.
about the
I've been
producer-
learning all about it.
The
because
producer role's great because you get to
That's right.
really learn a lot about the
Absolutely.
shows.
I was up in Plano the other week, so I thought
in
about
Plano.
Kimberly.
Yes. Is life beyond 635. It's Plano in Frisco. And it's great. We love Plano. So she is going to get settled in. So excited to welcome her guest coming in here shortly. But this will be fun. I love the show. Got it going on. Just going to check her text messages. See what we got going on. Wait. I know that Matt's in there. I hear talking and laughing. But yeah, it is kind of calm on a Friday afternoon. I'll go upstairs and check out what they're doing there. But again, Community Cocktails with Kimberly, just about to have their show. And then I'll find out who's in here. Hey, Josh.
Yep.
Do we have anybody in the studio coming up? What's
might
the
be
rest of the
Yorba.
schedule? Yorba.
We have Yorba at 4 o'clock.
I'll be here at 4.
So we're doing Sherry at 3.
How's it going, Matt?
It's going well. Just working on a show.
I have not even caught up with you today.
That's because I've been working hard.
Yeah, you've been all over.
I've been busy.
So what did you do today?
We had
Is it a blur?
a little bit. Yeah, I've done about 4 shows today. We had Lee Richardson in doing an interview about CBD oil, which was very interesting. Set up an interview in Ireland. That was great. Had a discussion about oil and international politics. And now just working on getting some stuff posted today because
Are these sound waves?
those are sound waves. That is a wave form.
You can zoom in and zoom out. So what do you do with this technology and sound waves? Are you
Uh,
cleaning stuff up or you're exporting?
A little bit, yeah. So this is a show that's ready to go. All this top track right here is everything that was recorded in studio. So basically, they came in, sat down, and put their voice to tape. And these other tracks here are things like a commercial that we already have produced. This is our little network tag that says RNCN, the home for all the best stuff. So what we do is we take the audio that was recorded and cut it up, make it sound good, even it all out, because people talk at different levels, and you don't want that. You want it to look pretty even like it is now. And then we insert things like commercials and music and whatever else the podcast needs in order for it to be finished. And then what you get is this is the completed show.
Ah,
So that's the whole thing all put together.
the whole thing.
And then we're going to put it into this little program right here, and we're going to run this to make sure it doesn't blow people's ears out whenever they listen on iTunes, because you don't want that to happen.
No.
And then it'll be posted, and it'll be live in about a little over an hour. It'll be up on the internet and for everyone to hear.
Well, you are the expert. Thanks for giving us that little tutorial.
You bet.
And I came in to ask what you're up to. I mean, this was a full deep dive sesh. I love it.
It was the whole
I have
thing.
no idea what went into this stuff. You know, I've been running this a couple shows. It's been a little bumpy. I know the camera
It's always
switching
bumpy. Yeah, it's
with-
always
with
bumpy
these-
at first.
with these keys, but I appreciate you training me and giving me the opportunity because it's been a lot of fun to
Sure.
learn what you guys do day in, day out. So a lot of respect for you guys so much. And so it's also fun to see, you know, these shows as they're growing. Community Cocktails with Kimberly started, what, maybe 2 months ago?
Oh, gosh. Well, she's been in and out, but yeah, I would say beginning of the year, maybe. You know, towards the end of last year is when we were talking about really getting her started. And she's become a natural.
She is so good. She had the Plano Mare hair. Are you drinking Earth water?
Mm-hmm.
CJ's Earth water.
It's really good. It's got choked up.
Yeah, we got choked up. It's so emotional.
It's a good pitch, man.
She has great guests. I didn't realize. I don't know if Community Cocktails with Kimberly are they all Plano guests?
She has a region that she likes to stick to. You can ask more Derek that question.
Yeah.
The producer of the show.
So her guests.
Yes.
Community Cocktails with Kimberly.
Yes.
Are they all from Plano?
So far, I kind of took over 3 or 4 episodes ago, but everyone that has come in has been from Plano.
Very cool.
What do you think about her show so far?
I like it. It's pretty cool because it's just a easy breezy kind of relaxed conversation.
Does she always have drinks?
Yes.
Is she pouring her drinks?
Yes.
Oh, and now they're filled. I know, don't you guys love it? I'm just going to keep putting people on the spot here. So I think she went to the restroom. We will catch up with Community Cocktails with Kimberly. We'll make sure to share her show. And again, live from Real News PR, going live all day. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday, and thank you guys again for joining me. We will be back. We're back.
So we just finished an episode of Community Cocktails with Kimberly. Let's see how they feel.
Okay, so this continues our series, Real News Live all day. Yes. Cheers, Kimberly. Cheers. How was the episode? Introduce your guest.
Yes. This is Jamie Jolly.
Hi.
She's Jamie, CEO for the Plano Chamber of Commerce.
Go Plano.
Go Plano. I live in Plano. I'm a fan.
Yay, well, I do too. So you have to listen to this podcast. You're going to learn so much about the chamber and how you can get involved yourself.
Yeah.
So
we love our businesses in Plano. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so important to be a part of the community and get involved with your local chamber. I think that's fabulous. So what's going on with the Plano Chamber? What's coming up?
So right now we are going into kind of a busy time as far as programming, but we have a lot of luncheons. In fact, our next luncheon coming up a little later this month is Avi Khan, who's the CEO of Hilti Corporation. And Avi has a neat story. He's a young guy, really neat organization, and so that's one of the big programs. And then we also have a city council candidate forum. Elections are coming up. Don't forget to vote. And so we will host the candidates coming up next week, and they will talk about kind of what the issues are in Plano and what their positions are on some of those issues. So
definitely, it's a big election. I mean, wow. I mean. It
is a very important election.
It's a very important. So get out there and vote and get to know your candidates.
Yes,
too,
definitely.
So.
Well, very, very good. Okay, well, I'm so excited to watch this episode. So just, you covered a lot of ground about Plano in general, or what happened in this episode specifically?
So we talked a lot about the chamber and what the chamber does for the city of Plano, and what they do for the businesses. And when we talk about businesses, we're not talking about just our Toyotas. We're talking about our mom and pop businesses, our restaurants, everyone. So if you have that small business, whether it's out of your home, or in a facility, the chamber, you should be a member of the chamber. They can really help you.
Yeah, so how did they get plugged in?
PlanoChamber.org is our website, and they can find information on membership and events and different services and programs that we offer. It's all there on the website.
All right, ladies, cheers.
All right.
Cheers and close us out. And we're going to continue with the Real News Live all day. I know it's been a busy day here. We've got Josh now just taking some time to clean out this room. This is the mystery room, isn't it, Josh? We've got a lot coming up with this room that we are not going to announce yet. But it is coming. We've got a busy weekend ahead of us. Clean this all out. And all the fun moments. But great job with Derek. I know that he's going to be gearing up for yet again another show we got coming up here. CEO Money. Is that upstairs today?
We're going to be down here.
Very good. And then is that studio, eh?
Yeah. Yep, right down the hall.
Right down the hall. So there's just a little peek. We've got that chair there we just moved in. There's Matt. I've been hanging down here editing the rest of our day-long footage and checking some emails. But again, great show, and we'll keep you guys posted. I'm actually going to check in with the team upstairs and see what they're up to. I know that everybody is busy with news placements and things going on with clients, and there's been a couple meetings up there too that I checked in on, so we will be back. We are back, Real Live all day, and here's a moment. It is Friday, and cheers. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around. What are we doing today, Michael?
We've got 2 guests today.
2 guests. Okay, let's get you in the studio.
Okay.
2 guests. What are these guests going to talk about today?
The first one is going to talk about nanogas, the new thing to hit the oil and gas market.
Nanogas.
Yes, nanotechnology when it comes to oil and gas. And the second guest is going to talk about a STO. And for those of you who don't know what STO, that is a security token offering, the newest thing out in cryptocurrency. And she is the mother of startups. That's her handle.
Interesting. Okay, so they're going to be in the guest chair. How soon are they going to be here? Can't wait to catch up with them.
They're both coming in remote. One of them flew in, but her schedule is too busy, so she's going to do it remote from her office. And the other one is going to be doing it from his office.
Oh, cool. So we get to do the technical behind the scenes view. So we're going to give you guys a little look on what goes into Skyping somebody in. So here we got Derek. Am I saying this right? Is it Skype? It's not Skype.
It's not Skype. It's vMix. This is YouTube.
Cool. And there's the YouTube. Very good. 2 guests. Did he say at the same time?
Nope, we're doing 2 separate shows.
2 separate shows. Very, very good.
Back to back.
Back to back to back to back. He's got a beer. Okay. So Michael's getting all settled in. Look, who's still hanging out. They're having fun, aren't they? Is she doing another episode?
No.
No, they're just hanging. They're hanging. Hey, it's Friday. They can hang. I like it. Okay, we're gonna go do a little check upstairs. Do you know if there's any shows upstairs?
No, your last one's done.
Yours was the last one. Okay, so how many shows is that?
This is we're on our 12th show. Our 13th one's about to start.
Very good. Okay. So I wonder if I can invite somebody on the broadcast with me. How do I do this? Allow your viewers to enter as, okay. I did a selection. See if I could get somebody on the broadcast with me. Because I know you've been seeing my face all day with Real News Live all day, but it'd be cool to have others on it too. Who can I invite on the show? Who wants to go live with me? So here we are. We'll walk upstairs. We've got 2 live viewers. Happy Friday. For those of you tuning in, we've been going live. Facebook, Real News Live all day. My little experiment of, sorry, the lighting, of just kind of a day in the life at Real News PR. Part of it is because we just haven't shared much live elements to our Real News PR channel. And so I wanted to give you guys kind of just behind the scenes of our day to day. So here's the upstairs office. Looks like this studio is now empty. We had 11 or 12 shows today. Let's check on the team. See how everybody's doing. We're back. We're back. Hello! Hey, I've been downstairs.
I was gonna say, we missed you up here.
I know, I missed you guys. Oh, the gimbal. He is getting after me because I've been using a gimbal.
This is 3 years old.
It's good though. All right, Laura, how was the concierge? How's all the things with Media Land?
I have everything done except for still needing one liberal health person. But I finished my stroke article and I'm getting ready to send it off to the client to see if they approve. And then we'll go over changes.
Wait, they're always walking through doors. They're always doing, where are they going? Is it worth it? Where are they going? It's okay.
Oh, they're going outside for a breather.
Oh, they're going out for a walk?
They're going to look at the ladybugs.
I don't believe it. Did you know that we have a goose outside that is laying eggs?
Sweet.
The same one from last year.
Just in time for Easter.
It is so cute. The baby goose. The baby geese. Is it goose or geese? Anyways, so kind of checking in on Dallas. Dallas, how's it going? Okay. We've been Real News Live all day. I know with your digital marketing aspects, you're going to be really interested to see what this does with our algorithms and Facebook world. But I think we hit 1,000 followers on the Real News Communication. I mean,
Content.
We haven't done
all
any,
about the content.
We haven't
it's
done
all
anything.
about the content.
As Gary Vee would say.
Absolutely. Document, don't create.
Document, don't create. Well, I'm creating downstairs. So what I'm doing is threading some of these together just so we can thread them together on some aspect. Nice. But it's all live.
Nice. Feels real to me.
Because it's Real News Live all day.
That's it.
Anyways, well, how's your day been, Dallas? You're the one that I have not caught up with.
Yeah, well, my week's to-do list has been thoroughly squashed after this, at least. So, put up 4 websites this week.
Very
they're
good.
They're not all done, but they're mostly done, and yeah, I'm proud.
Nice.
Made some huge steps forward.
So, what we like to do at the very end of the week is to make sure that we rally the team to talk about what next week looks like before everybody leaves. Here was today, and it really was. It was something happening
simultaneously or every hour. That lunch break training was a lot of fun. I was able to run the soundboard, Dallas, a show. It was interesting. But yeah, it's been all day. Great. Just running marathons. We will be back. Probably have a little bit of a team meeting to round them up for what next week looks like. Catch up with the Sarahs who took a brief walk. But what time is it?
It is 3:45.
3:45. All right. We'll catch back in with Chris Kimberly and Laura Martin. There.
I always enjoy when people say my last name.
Do you like that? Your last name? I like your last name. Okay, we are closing out our Real News Live all day, and we did live all day long. How'd it go, guys? Woo! They're cheering. It was fun. We just did our end of day meeting to talk about what next week looks like. Busy. You're ready for a weekend, aren't you? But it was so good. Missy S, what was your favorite part of the day?
Of this day?
Of this day.
Podcasting the lunch break. I was producing the lunch break today. I did it with Derek next to me, but I think I did a pretty good job.
You did a great job.
I still got to practice, so bear with me, but I got to do that, and then I also sat in with Anna on the senior living.
How was that show?
podcast.
I heard they had some
It was very interesting. It kept me laughing. I was like, what?
It's like people are living longer now. They're working longer. They are having satisfying sex into their 80s and beyond. I know we don't like to think about that, but they do. They are. And if it's you, you're going to want to think about it when you're 80.
Yeah, I guess so. I got some time.
Yeah.
And this was their first live show.
Right, yeah. So I got to see Anna like interact with them. Yeah, it was their first live show. They did great. They were like very comfortable on air, I guess you could say, and they nailed it. Yeah, and Anna even told them that they did a great job, and she interacted with them a little bit. So it was a good show.
Good. Strikeouts.
Hello. What was my day like?
Since we were live all day, we know what your day was like. What was your favorite
part of the day? Was listening to M2 and Steve-O. And
that was a good
one.
When Steve-O opened up and
with fear, we do catastrophize and we do they let things get worse and they swirl around. I think that a lot of the time, just speaking up about what you're afraid of can take a lot of power out of it, because the fear, it'll take it on a life of its own, and we'll start weaving it into this story that's not even necessarily true.
Yeah, you guys need to check that out on his
really
Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah,
it
was a really good show. I listened
and
to
the dog was here and it was so cute.
Oh yes, Wendy.
We've got Cynthia. This is a famous dog. I like that on Facebook Live. I just turned it on and here's this cute little dog.
Yes! She was so calm.
You never know what happens. It really is.
Yeah, really.
Laura, what was your favorite part? It was fun to catch up with you throughout the day periodically.
I had fun with the client that got 1.1 million views. That was really fun. With their NBC package. An early jump on warding off wrinkles. I had never known that Botox would work that way, so it's a very collaborative process. I worked with the doctor to come up with story ideas. Then we had Sarah Macias over here. She did a package about it that Real News PR did the story. And then I was able to send that story to the NBC reporter when I was pitching it. And so visually, the reporter could visualize the story. And then sure enough, she picked up the idea and then went and shot the story the next day. And then so within a week, it's gotten, 1.1 million views, so just kind of crazy.
1.1 million views.
Yes. It's great publicity for the doctor and for the medical center, because then you're getting, patients in other states that you might not have reached, through radio or something else. I think that TV is very powerful. And Sarah's a great team. She put together a social media package that we see, and then they did a story. And I had interesting time interviewing stroke victims and working on my article for stroke.
Awesome, Laura. Dallas? I know you didn't get much camera time today.
No.
You had a lot of screen time.
It's been an intense week.
We first got up with him screen time. He is walking down the hallways on his phone because he's still working. You never stop. So. Don't text and drive, but you can text and walk.
Always.
Good. Dallas does digital marketing with the company.
Yeah.
There he is.
All I have to say is it's been real. Really, it's appeal. I can work on that.
What was your favorite part?
Definitely the CeeLo interview. That was really cool. It was funny. Like, he walked in and we made eye contact, and I'm just kind of looking at him. He's like, "This guy?" Yeah. And that's my whole story with CeeLo. Yeah. I guess you could say we're best friends now.
Right.
Everybody was too afraid to ask for a picture.
Right.
Yeah. Like, everybody actually.
We wanted one so bad.
Yeah.
We got kind of showed up and we were like, maybe we shouldn't.
He kind of left right away, so that's cool. But he even said on the podcast that he's been up since like 6 in the morning doing interviews, and then he has a show tonight at the Addison Improv. So he's a busy man. So I'm sure he was ready to go take a nap or something.
Probably a jet lag.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, your favorite part. I started off the live today, and you weren't at your desk, and I said, "Hey, Chris is out," but I did show your desk, and I said that Chris is going to be back, and then I caught up with you a couple times.
We sent some of this live video from earlier today to Lydia Desnoyer. She's a client of ours in Miami, and she was able to see some of the office. She doesn't get to be here very often because she lives in Florida. And
Hey, Chris. We're Real News Live all day.
How are you?
Really good.
I saw that. I was sitting on my couch.
You watched?
I watched a little bit. I'm very excited, and I think she got a kick out of that.
She did? Aw.
I will not be able to keep this up every time. I mean, if I could do Real News all day, I would, just to
For special moments. Of course, we're going to end with Josh.
Of course.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite part of the day? You were upstairs, downstairs.
Favorite part of the day? Again, I think how effectively the team worked. They had, I think at one point in time, there was at least 40 minutes of 3 studios running at the exact same time. And our team didn't miss a beat. There were no mistakes, no errors. Everyone had a flawless show. Working right now. So it's exciting.
Okay, well, I'm going to close out with a thank you again for today with Real News Live all day, and I hope everybody has a great weekend.
Bye. Happy Friday.
either this is going to annoy everybody all day long that I'm going live, or they're really excited.